Hello everyone and welcome back to Stir the Coco. We have a great show for you today. We're going to talk about Mahjong, and it's very popular right now, and we're going to talk about why. And we have an expert here today. We have an instructor that has been teaching for 20 years the game of Mahjong. So hang tight. But we want to tell you, please subscribe, like, or comment on YouTube, Stir the Coco, and follow us also here at BCTV. So let's get started. Racky, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Carla. Happy to be here.
Well, we are so excited because you have been teaching Mahjong for over 20 years, and we want to know, what was your journey that introduced you to Mahjong, and why are you so passionate about it?
Well, I enjoy games, so I play bridge, and I've played bridge for a long time. And I learned Mahjong in a class, just like the classes I teach. So I didn't know this when I was younger, when I was a child, but I learned Mahjong, and shortly after I learned, I started teaching it because I was asked by one of the organizations where I took the lessons. And so I started teaching, and it has become so popular, and there's so much interest now, and I'm so happy to share it because I think it's a wonderful game.
You know, you said it's very popular. What makes it popular?
Well, I would say there are two main reasons.
Okay.
One is socialization. You know, we spend so much time on our phones or computers and not interacting in person with people. And what I find is that a lot of the people who take Mahjong lessons want the social aspect. It is very social. Now, when I was a young mother, we played bridge, and I played once a week, you know, with friends in the evening. But now, bridge isn't as popular, and so a lot of the younger women are learning Mahjong. But that's not to say only younger women. Everyone. In fact, I don't teach a whole lot of men, but this is a great game for men too.
What is the youngest student that you've had as an instructor?
Well, it's not as an instructor, but I did teach my grandchildren. And I have to say that my grandchildren, well, their age is like maybe around 10 and up,
yes,
caught on real fast. They were able to catch on, and we play as a family when we get together. We all play Mahjong.
So this can be definitely a family affair.
Definitely. In fact, I recently had a session where I taught two couples, two husbands and wives. They had me over to their house to teach Mahjong.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love this. And you know, what is it doing to our brain? What skills are we using when we play Mahjong?
I think that that is also another reason that people are so interested. One is the sociability, and secondly, it's the mental stimulation. It is a game that is a little complicated, and I begin every first class by saying, this game isn't for everyone. It's a little bit hard to learn, but once you learn, you'll get it, because there are a lot of aids that you use, like a card that tells you exactly what hands to play. So, but I do think it's challenging, and it's very stimulating. You really have to concentrate and think. So when you combine this intellectual stimulation with sociability, it's a wonderful game to play.
So take us back. What is the origin of Mahjong? Tell us a little bit about it.
Mahjong began in China at the time of Confucius, so it's a very old game.
Wow.
And the name Mahjong, I don't know exactly, but it has to do with sparrows. It refers to little sparrows, and the only thing I can think of is you pick the tiles like little sparrows pick. You know,
wonderful.
Picking. Anyway, so then it spread to Europe, and men played in China and also in Europe, and then it came to the United States. In 1937, the National Mahjong League was formed.
And I think you have a flyer here, right?
Well, that booklet is put out by the National Mahjong League.
Okay.
And explains how to play the game.
Okay, okay. So
and
good.
I use that in my teaching. I mean, people don't have to buy it. I have copies.
Okay. So it came to the United States, and then...
In 1937, the National Mahjong League was formed.
Okay.
And when they were formed, what they did is they put out a card. And this card, and every year you buy a new card. Every player must have a card. And so, Carla, you have a few samples of cards from past years.
I do.
And although they look similar, they have the year on it, and every one is different. So this is the current 2026 card.
Okay.
And players all have the same card. If you
Okay.
play a lot, you will buy the new card. They're published by the National Mahjong League. The end of March it comes out. And you order cards, or if you can buy it locally if they're not sold many places.
Okay. So then you're ready to play that year, and you need the card.
Right. And the hands, the categories on the hands, and we'll get into
Yes,
that, explaining
we'll get
that.
that, yes.
The categories remain the same, but the hands change just a little. They just change a little bit. But everyone at the table has to have the same cards, so you're playing the same hands.
Okay. Well, let's jump into this, Racky. We want to get a little flavor of what it is. So first of all, tell us, if I want to start playing Mahjong, what do I need to get? What's the process?
Okay, that's a good question. You need to have a set.
Okay.
One person, you play with 4 people, preferably. You
Okay.
can play with 3. There's a way to play with 3, but 4 is the primary way to play, 4 people.
Okay.
And you play at a small table. It doesn't have to be a card table. It can be your kitchen table if you have a small one. But you don't play on a dining room table because everyone has to be close enough. Well, it's a small dining room table,
yes.
but everyone has to be close enough to pick the tiles.
Okay, that's good.
So
nice social coziness.
Right, right.
Okay.
And so you need a set.
Okay. So
And a
this is
set consists of
hold this up.
racks,
Okay.
well, tiles,
Okay. The
152 tiles you play with. If you
Okay.
buy a set, it will come with extra tiles.
Okay.
And you need 4 racks set up like I have it here. And I'll just show
Yeah,
you.
please show
the
us.
rack has a slanted side where you put your tiles and a flat side where you display part of your hand. And in recent years, they invented a pusher. And a pusher pushes the tiles out.
Oh, that's fancy.
So this is the way you set it up.
Okay.
And the set would have the 152 particular tiles, which I will explain.
Yes.
And you need 2 dice,
Okay.
set of dice, and the 4 racks with the pushers.
Okay. Do you need a mat? I know one of my friends got a really pretty mat.
Oh, they make beautiful mats. They make beautiful sets now.
Okay.
I like to teach and I like to play with a standard set that's easy to read. And that's what we have here today.
Okay. All right. Well, take us through a mini explanation. I know it gets pretty deep, right?
It is. It is.
But give us a little flavor because there's a lot of curiosity about how this is played.
Okay.
All right.
Let me tell you briefly. The tiles are in 3 suits. And the 3 suits, you know, in cards, there's clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. In Mahjong, there's dots. And
Yeah, we've got some dots.
dots, and they just have a dot and a number on it. And whatever the number is, it's number 1 through 9. There will be 1 on a 1 dot, 3 dots on a 3 dot. And
Okay.
it goes like that. Here is a 6 dot, 6, 8 dot. Okay, so the first suit of dots. The second suit are BAMs, and BAMs look like this, little pieces of bamboo.
Bamboo. I love that, how they
So
shortened
this
it. The
is
BAMs.
2.
Okay.
2 BAM.
Good.
And here is a 4 BAM.
Okay.
Here is a 6 BAM. So it's little pieces of bamboo.
Okay.
Numbers 1 through 9, 4 of each.
Okay.
And then the third suit are cracks. Cracks are a Chinese symbol. So here's a 1 crack, a 6 crack. Yes, Carla, you're holding an 8 crack,
8 crack,
a 2 crack. So that is not hard to understand or to figure out what the tiles, those are.
Yeah.
There are 3 suits, dots, BAMs, and cracks, numbered 1 through 9, and there are 4 identical tiles.
Okay.
4. Then you also have the winds. The winds are north, east, west, and south.
I love that.
Again, It's not too hard to understand because it has the letter on it.
Yeah, perfect.
Then there are the 4 of each. 4 north, 4 west, 4 east. Then there are the dragons.
Oh, okay.
This is a green dragon.
Oh, okay.
So it
pretty.
doesn't have a number on it, but it's green. This is the red dragon. And this is the white dragon, also called soap, S-O-A-P.
Oh, nice.
So you have the dragons, you have the suits, the winds, the dragons, and you have the flowers. You have 8 flowers.
Oh, pretty. Okay.
And 8 jokers.
Okay. And then, the jokers. Okay.
So those are the tiles.
The tiles. Okay.
Yeah. In order to play the game, every person has a card in front of them set up just like this. Your card goes under the lip of your rack.
Okay.
The goal of the game is to be the first person at the table to complete one of these hands of 14 tiles. Every hand, every line on this card, 14 tiles.
Okay.
And your goal is to be the first one at the table.
And Racky, we were talking, how long does one game take?
When people know how to play, it takes about 15 minutes.
That's quick. Now, is there time to have conversation or no? Are people
A little
pretty?
bit, not too much.
Yes?
And also, if someone gets a phone call or leaves the room for a minute, you stop the play. You can't play if all 4 people are not at the table at the same time.
I love that. It makes people focus on something, right?
Definitely.
I love that.
So
Tell me,
the
continue.
goal, without going into great detail, the way that the game is played is you begin by throwing the dice. The person who gets the highest number on the dice is the dealer. And you begin by, this is called washing the tiles. You
I love
wash
this.
all the tiles. Then you
I gotta try that.
build, you build the walls. And by building the walls, we did one, Carla did one over here. You have 19 tiles in a stack of 2. So there are 38, and you do that in front of each rack.
Okay, so you just grab and make
you
your
just
wall.
go like this. This is how I would do it. This player is doing that. You're doing that. You do. So there's not going to be any tiles in the middle. Everything is going to be in the walls.
Okay. Okay.
The dealer throws the dice, whatever she gets on it. This is 5. She counts that, without going to detail, where to break the wall. You break the wall and you start dealing. And you deal by 4s. So you're dealing 4 to yourself, then 4 to your right, 4 across. You do this using up the tiles in the wall.
Okay.
Each person gets 13 tiles. The dealer gets 14.
Okay.
Then there is a part of the game called the Charleston, where you're passing. Charleston, like to
the
right.
dance.
Yeah, like the dance. And you're
Okay.
passing tiles. Again, that's going to change what you have in your hand because you're passing.
Okay.
And your goal is to focus in on an area of the card. And these are divided by 2, 4, 6, 8. So all these hands have some combination of 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh.
This is the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. All these hands have some combination of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And that's how it is. You focus in on a category.
Okay.
And then you start by discarding tiles. Each person is discarding face up and pulling from the wall face down and looking at it and putting it in your rack.
Oh, nice.
And you do this until someone has a hand. Now, I did a completed hand that I'd like to show you.
Da, 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 da. Here you go.
So let's
Racky,
say
show
that
us your hand.
this person
Completed one of the
completed
plays.
one.
Okay.
And the hand that I am going to show you is under 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay.
It calls for 3 flowers. There you are. The numbers don't mean anything. Then it calls for a 2, a 4, a 6, and an 8. It's printed on the card in one color. It doesn't tell you which suit, but one suit, each color.
So you can decide.
You can pick.
Okay.
I picked dots.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8 in dots. Then it shows 3 more flowers. Remember, there are 8 in the set. And then 4 twos, these are printed in red, which means it has to be a suit different than the 2, 4, 6, 8. There are only 3 suits in the game, cracks, spams, and dots. I picked dots for this, and I picked bams for my 4 twos. If it looks identical to your eye on the card, it's the identical tile. If you don't have 4 twos, you can put a joker in, and that equals 4 twos.
And so do you have to say something when you get one of the...
When you draw the last tile, let's say you have this, and you pick this, put it right there. Mahjong.
Mahjong. I love that.
Okay.
And let's say you forgot to say it. Is it like Uno if you forgot to say Mahjong?
No, if you forget,
don't get penalized?
the play moves on to the next person. You want to say it. But when you're on call, is you need one more tile, you're paying real close attention.
Oh, yes,
Hoping
I'm sure.
that someone discards the tile, or when it's your turn to pick from a wall, they won't be out like this, your turn to pick, that you pick what you need.
I love that. And how many rounds do people usually play in
Well,
one
it depends
sitting?
on the time, you know. I play in a group, and we play about 3.5 hours, so you can play quite a few rounds.
Yes.
Quite a few games.
And what skills do you think you're using, some brain skills do you think are involved with Mahjong?
Well, you're using your small motor coordination, picking up the tiles and putting them in. You're using your reasoning skills and your skill of determining your decision-making skills, which hand you're going to play, how you're going to switch to another hand. So I think there are a lot of skills. Plus, there's a great big element of luck.
Oh,
There's a
we
lot
all
of
like
luck.
we like that. Tell me, for somebody that's a little intimidated and they're like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Can you give them some words of advice or calm their nerves? Why do you think they should explore Mahjong?
I think exploring Mahjong and playing Mahjong is a wonderful skill to have. It's a wonderful game.
Okay.
The way that I teach it is the first class I teach the names of the tiles and how to read the card, and that's very difficult. The second class I teach how to play the game. Again, that's not so easy, but I have aids that people can look at.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
The third and fourth, I teach it in 4 sessions. The third and fourth, people play, and I walk around behind, and I can see much faster which hands, and I help them to decide what to pass, what to keep, and that's the way that it's done. So I would suggest trying to learn that way rather than sitting and watching people play. I've heard that people sit and watch. I don't think that you learn as fast. You may learn, but it's much more complicated.
I could see that frustrating. Yeah.
But once a person learns, you know, and plays for a while, he or she can teach other people. You can teach other people, you know, and just by doing it the way that I'm explaining.
Wonderful, and we can spread the love of Mahjong. You were showing us it's such a craze now that they even have all kinds of little gifts
soaps and
oh, this is a soap.
Those are soaps.
I think, and I've seen. I got my best friend some chocolates.
Oh,
chocolates,
yes.
In this cute bags, probably to store. Maybe your
Yes, you
child.
could store. Yes, yes.
And well, it's really fun. It's just a whole culture.
It is. It is. In
that.
fact, one group that I taught, they all had sweatshirts printed Mahjong Moms.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I'm all about good merch.
Yeah. And we talked about younger people playing it, but I also have taught at several of the senior residences in this area and at the senior centers. Everyone likes it.
So it's across the board, all ages.
Yes.
I love that. Well, leading into that, here at Stir the Coco, I have my manzana, my apple, and I always just have a fun question or something to think about. So I have a question for you, Racky.
Okay.
Racky, do you have a fun story to share that you experienced with a student or something that happened in one of your classes? A fun little moment?
I'll tell you something that really pleases me is two of the people that I taught at the Birmingham Community House about 20 years ago play so often, and they are in the group that I play. So I play with them all the time, and these are people that I taught, and they always refer to their teacher.
Oh, I love that.
Now we're in competition that they have played so much they're comfortable. And I have to tell you, Carla, people think that if they play with me, I always win.
Yeah.
Quite the opposite.
Really? Wait, you're the teacher. Teachers always win.
No.
Wow.
Again, it's a big element of luck. And
love
so
that.
I don't always win. In fact,
Oh.
quite the opposite.
Well, well, Racky, it's been a true honor to have you. And I think thank you for helping us understand this world of Mahjong. I think it's going to help a lot of people.
Carla, it's been my pleasure.
So,
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. Well, thank you, Racky, and we'll share all the information where someone could take your class. You're very popular.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Adios.